Okay, I've put my pig order in, which I'll cook up a bit later on, and I'm now heading off to find more small producers like Chris. You know, wouldn't it be just easier if they kind of hung out together? Well, luckily, that's what they do every second Saturday at the Mont Lancey produce market. It's in Wandon, which is about 20 clicks from Healesville, and there's loads of variety. And the setting in the grounds of the historic Homestead is pretty specky too. Great place to get inspired. Look at that, organic, fresh apple. Just listen to this.
Right. Well, he broke his tooth.
Oh,
I wonder if they had a doctor here.
That's a beautiful apple.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Thanks for the taste. I appreciate it.
That's all right. You're welcome. Yep.
Ginger minted sour cherries. Strange, but kind of inspiring. Okay, I can't go past the sausage stall without trying a sausage.
I like tasting.
Hey, they're good. They're good.
Particularly the Gervasoni one is a very detailed recipe where you must infuse red wine with garlic, heat it, cool it, massage it in the meat.
Massage it in the meat?
You must massage it in the meat. It's in the massaging is the secret, along with the other seasonings. You then let it infuse for a minimum of 12 hours.
I think he's slightly obsessed with sausages. I love your work. Love your work.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Don't stay away too long because next up I'm cooking that beautiful pork.
Oh, yes. Well, it's got French mustard.
Do you want to marry me?
Oh.
All the great market produce has got me in the mood for cooking, which is why it's lucky there's a French restaurant here too, Les Chesselles. It's simple French cooking and the punters love it. Chris Helleren is in charge here, and she's a lover of all things French. I think her kitchen's a bit outdated though. And what is this?
This is the slab kitchen.
Oh, wow. It's kind of like a film set or a movie set. I mean, this is what it would have looked like in the old days, even with the great old swinging stove with the cauldrons over the fire.
And Martha cooked in here, yes. They kept that going all the time so that if she'd done a stew of a night time, it was there for brekkie in the morning.
Enough of all that, it's back to the 21st century.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. I'm going to cook, how do you pronounce it? Because it is French, isn't it?
Yes.
Rillettes, rillettes. How would you pronounce it?
The first one.
The first one. Which was? Come on, I've given you three. You've got to give me one, right?
That'll do.
OK, good. Look at this. It's Yarra Valley free-range pork, and at least I know where the meat comes from. And that's what's great about doing the show, is we actually find out where the good stuff comes from, and we should be supporting it.
The French love pork. They use every single part of the animal.
You've got French heritage, which is why... And is that why you wanted to open a French restaurant?
Yes, I went to the Loire Valley. We did 3 weeks of constant 7-day-a-week cooking, and I loved it, absolutely loved it.
So I need some cloves, some juniper berries, some peppercorns. The other meat in my rillette is this beautiful rabbit which I've nicked off Chris. It'll go with the pork beautifully. That's kind of peasant cooking in as much as you could make it, whack it in the oven, you can go off and plough the fields, you can go off whatever, and come back and it's just dinner's ready or lunch. Give it a good salting. Herbs, that's going to go, we put the bay leaves in, a sprig of rosemary, and then the piece de resistance.
You love your beer, don't you?
Yeah, I don't mind it. And now we put that in the oven. If we could go for 3-4 hours, it'd be fantastic. Or even longer if you want, because the longer you cook it, the more it breaks down. OK, now it's Chris's turn with the rabbit. All right. Yum.
Look at this, just sealed.
Chris is making rabbit fricassee, which is basically slow-cooked rabbit in stock, oil, wine, and other yummy things.
Verjuice, verjus.
Any good-looking French blokes over there that you cook with?
Not one.
Not one?
Not one. No, I told you, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm cooking and travelling.
Cooking and travelling.
Yes. Bit of shardy, local shardy. All of this.
That sage smells very good, doesn't it?
You've got to have sage
with rabbit.
So that's it, guys.
That's it? You're going to cover it and you're going to put it in the oven for 5, 6, 7 hours. Just see what happens.
Yeah, just forget it.
Cool. Looks good. You really can forget about it and the rabbit will just fall off the bone. OK, it's my turn again, and don't worry, this one is simple. Marinated, slow-cooked American-style ribs. And the marinade, well, you know what to do. Just make it up. I'm using some of Chris's homemade chutneys.
Oh, look at that.
Just tip a bit in, it'd be nice. And then, of course, a little bit of that in there like that. Marinate it for as long as you want, okay? I know it's not fancy. It's not French.
Oh, no, that's lovely.
But it's quick.
We
Smell.
can make it... Oh, yes. Well, it's got French mustard.
Do you want to marry me?
Oh...
Whack them in the oven for about an hour, hour and a half until the meat falls off the bone. Oh, and while I'm there, may as well give the roulettes a stir. And then you just have to eat it. Now, I pulled apart all the meat from the pork and the rabbit, put it in a ramekin, and then sealed it with some rendered pork fat. Chris's rabbit is served with her very excellent sweet potato and carrot mash. And the ribs? Well, I just put them on the plate. Simple, beautiful. I want to taste the mash because there's lots of those lovely spices.
Yummy. Chilli.
Oh.
Garlic.
That mash is beautiful. I'm going to now destroy the rabbit. I love rabbit.
What do you think?
That's beautiful. Tender, you know, because rabbit can dry out, but that's... I like the mushrooms on it. Little taste.
Now, this is pretty average that he cooked.
Yeah, I know. Boy, someone's got to say it. We said be honest, didn't we? I'm going to beat you to the roulettes because...
Oh, no, I'm going to have a bit of that.
Would you hear?
This is... merci, monsieur.
Going to have a little bit... I love ribs. So simple and delicious.
And so
Scrumptious.
easy.
Well, yeah, they are, aren't they? Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.